Welcome to Bridges to Alignment with Britt Bridges, Wellness Reimagined. This is a safe, transformative space where we explore energy healing, natural wellness, and the connection between mind, body, and soul. Through light, sound, and intention, you'll discover practical ways to align your energy, heal from within, and reconnect with your deepest self. This is your bridge to healing. This is your bridge to alignment.
Good day. Welcome to Bridges to Alignment, Wellness Reimagined. I am Britt Bridges, your host, and I am here on location in Crescent Beach, Florida. Thought we'd do something a little different this week for you guys. And allow nature to offer us a beautiful setting to hold this podcast today. This podcast is going to focus on meditation, the benefits, why you should be doing it, how it can propel you forward on your wellness and healing journey. And we are going to conclude the episode with a short meditation. And I recommend you find a comfortable spot, grab a beverage. Get comfortable so we can spend the next 20 to 30 minutes together if you have the time. Thank you for your energy. You know, I'm always grateful for your energy. It is always reciprocated. I have incense here. I've already blessed this space and protected it, so we are in a safe space and cleansing and purifying. All right. So hello, drop me a line, comment, let me know how you're doing today. So today I wanted to talk to you about an energy healing modality that has been probably one of the main catalysts of where I am today, of how I've healed so expeditiously over the last 2 years. Several years ago, a therapist of mine actually recommended that I start meditating. And I said, I tried it and I can't. And yes, we are all guilty of that, or not all of you, but some of you, saying that I can't. And then I learned that words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. So it's important that we're not saying that we can't do something, but instead putting our time, energy, and effort into learning it. I want you to think of meditation as an energy healing modality that is much like learning to build a muscle. So when you go to the gym, you don't expect for your muscles to just pop up right on the spot, right? It takes time. Or when you're learning a new sport or you're learning an instrument, it takes time because we have to develop something called neural pathways within our brain. And those neural pathways are creating electrical circuits that create new habits, new activities, new programs, essentially, because we are programmable, my friends. And why that is because meditation works from our subconscious mind. So we have our conscious mind, which is where we are right now. We know we have to go and cook. We know that we're outside and we can touch and feel this chair. But the subconscious mind is actually what houses our emotions, our memories, the traumas that we have experienced, and also our systematic bodily functions such as breathing and our heart beating. And so meditation works directly with our subconscious mind, helping to reprogram the subconscious mind. And what is even more interesting is that the subconscious mind is responsible for 90% of our life decisions. Yeah, because that's where all of our memory is stored from our past. And this is from our past in our childhood, our past in our adulthood, our lineage, when we get things passed down to us through our family lines, and if you believe in reincarnation, even from our previous lives. And meditation is the most powerful tool to reprogram and reconstruct our brains. And so that's why I wanted to talk about this with you today, because in my opinion, meditation is the most underutilized energy healing modality that exists. Drop a line in the comments. Tell me, do you meditate? And share with this community your meditation tips, because everybody is different. I'm going to share some things that work for me and some of my clients, but it would be lovely to hear from you as well, because there are a million different ways that we can do meditation. And I think that's one of the points I want to make today, is that there's a misconception about meditation. A lot of folks think it's, sitting crisscross applesauce, doing hand mudras and humming mantras. And sure, that's one effective way, but there are many, many other ways that are just as effective. And that can be walking and listening to sound healing music, or listening to music that resonates with your heart and soul. It can be laying down in complete silence. It can be sitting in nature, listening to the sounds around you. It can be at the gym, working out. So be mindful and be open, have an open mind about what meditation is. Because when you open your mind and you allow yourself to try these different ways, you may just find the perfect meditation technique for you. For me personally, what I found to be most effective is guided meditation. And if you go to my YouTube page, Willow Well Wellness Community, I have some meditations on there. Another great page is Great Meditation. There's thousands of guided meditations on there, and you can anywhere from 5 minutes up to 30 minutes, and that really helped me a lot. So guided is a good way to learn and train the brain. But what happens in meditation? So in meditation, essentially from a quantum physics standpoint, it's where our brains reach the lowest point of energy. It's where our brains go completely still, completely quiet, and at peace. We're not thinking about what we're going to cook for dinner. We're not thinking about what we're going to do tomorrow at work. We're thinking solely about being safe, being at peace, going inward, and being in a calm, quiet, still place where there is zero resistance. So that's the key. There shouldn't be any resistance. So that's why it's so important that you're comfortable. That's the most important, that you have that time and space, that you allow yourself to have that time and space. But what's also important is that you're not worrying about time. Like, oh, I don't have time. What I do is I just grab my phone. I set a timer, like, okay, I got 10 minutes today. So I sit down, I give myself 10 minutes, and I go into that place. I don't think about the clock. And then when it goes off, I'll come out of meditation. And so That's what I recommend, is that you put a timer on and give yourself that time and space. Another cool technique that I teach my clients is something called finding your personal sanctuary. And our personal sanctuary is a place that only we can go. So it's very exclusive, it's very special. Nobody else can access it except you. And that's because it's in your mind, it's in your third eye, your pineal gland. It's using visualization or imagination to imagine a place where you feel calm, safe, at peace. And so, next time when you sit down to meditate, you can put your hand on your heart and go to that place. And here shortly, I'm going to lead a guided that process. So that way you can add another technique to your meditation toolbox. And so, one of the biggest reasons I love meditation, besides it pre-programming the subconscious mind, is to regulate the nervous system, because we live in such a high-paced, high-stressed world. We can all agree with that, right? Like, the system is designed to keep us in fight or flight. And in order for us to heal our bodies and our minds, we have to bring our nervous system out of fight or flight. And so meditation does that. It regulates the nervous system and it allows you to be in a calm and peaceful state where you raising consciousness. When we raising consciousness, that equals more awareness of what's going on around us. It increases our emotional intelligence. So we're not letting our emotions control our day. And it also brings us into a state of presence, being present. That's why they call it present. It's a gift that God, higher power, divine, universe, whatever you feel comfortable calling a higher power, it is a gift, a present that the higher power is giving you. Living in the present is where it's at, y'all. I'm telling you, we cannot control the future. We cannot change the past. We have, according to quantum physics, infinite number of possibilities from this present moment right now. Your thoughts, my friends, are energy. We are energy. We are tiny nanoparticles of light and sound, wavelengths of light and sound that you cannot see with the eye, because our eye can only see 0.0093% of the actual electromagnetic field around us. It's pretty fascinating. Look it up. And yeah, that's the truth is that our thoughts are literally forming our reality, what we're manifesting into our reality. And how that works is the light and sound, they're vibrating at a specific frequency. The lower the frequency is when things start to create matter, which is what we can touch and see. I highly suggest that you look this up. Google principles of quantum physics. It will blow your mind. We should have been taught this in school, in my opinion. So check it out. Love all the science stuff. All right. So I did want to share, there was a study, there are many, many studies, by the way, done on meditation. And one that was recently conducted by Mount Sinai Hospital back in 2025. This is what the study found. Okay. Consistent practice of meditation can change brain structures within 7 to 8 days. That's pretty fast. I know we live in an instant gratification world, but 7 to 8 days is pretty darn quick. And it shrinks the amygdala, which is the part of the brain that functions our stress response, and it increases the gray matter in areas responsible for learning and emotion. And this study also found that it improves emotional regulation. Additionally, it showed that participants practicing meditation, it found that it organized brain activity rather than sitting in a passive state. So while you think meditation is your brain is doing nothing, your brain is actually restructuring, reprogramming, and reprogramming the subconscious mind, essentially, which is controls 90% of all the decisions that we make in our life. So it's very powerful, very, very powerful. It also found that it significantly lowers cortisol levels, boosts immune cell function. I mean, that alone is a reason to meditate. And it also found that it slowed and reduced Alzheimer's related proteins in the blood. So this is powerful stuff, guys. This is one of tens of thousands of studies done in meditation. This is nothing new. Meditation has been around for ages. Like, this is the OG of medical treatment. This is what has always worked. It is completely free, and it is very, very easy once you practice and learn what works best for you. So that is what's most important, is find what works for you. And if ever it gets boring or you're finding that you're not enjoying it, change it. Do something else. Just like in your regular life. If you don't like how something's doing, or you don't like what is happening in your life, you change it. It's the same thing. If you don't like the way your meditation practice is going, switch it up, because there are so many different ways that you can practice meditation. And that is something that I help my clients with. So if you ever need any support along your wellness journey and would like assistance learning meditation and other energy healing modalities, give me a shout. Willow.org. All the information is in the description. And please share this episode with somebody that you think that this could help, because I'm telling you guys, this is groundbreaking stuff. This will literally change your life within 7 to 8 days. So I encourage you to start today. Now, just like when you go work out at the gym, I do not recommend that you go all in full force. I do recommend, though, baby steps. So the first 7 days or the first week, 5 minutes a day. The second week, bump it up to 10 minutes a day. The third week, bump it up to 15 minutes a day. And by 4 weeks, bump it up to 30 minutes a day. In my opinion, that is the sweet spot for me personally. But again, whatever works for you. And even if you have to break it up and do 2 15-minute, one in the morning, one in the evening. Now, when is meditation the most effective on restructuring and reprogramming the subconscious mind? And that's going to be when your brain is in something called Theta brainwave state. And that is right when you wake up in the morning and right when you go to bed at night. So I encourage you to do meditation during those 2 windows of time. And when you do meditation, I highly encourage you to set intentions. So what is it that you would like to achieve during that meditation session? Is it you would like God to reveal something to you? Is it that you would like your health issue to be resolved? Whatever it is, make sure you're setting intentions, and really setting intentions in everything that you do, my friends, because remember, our thoughts are what create our reality. And so now what we're going to do is I want to do a quick meditation to wrap up today's episode. So please get comfortable, find a seat, and we're going to start with a couple deep breaths. Okay. I'm going to move this a little closer. I've been having some mic issues, so let's move this a little closer. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'd like you to please place your hand on your heart. Place your other hand on your solar plexus. So here, your upper abdomen. I want you to go ahead and we're going to take 3 breaths and I'm going to guide them for you. So go ahead and take 1 deep breath in. And exhale. And another deep breath in. And exhale. And another deep breath in. And exhale. And I want you to go ahead and set your intentions for this meditation. What is it that you hope to accomplish or achieve during this session? Beautiful. Now, I want you to imagine that place that we talked about earlier, your personal sanctuary. Where is that for you? Is it in nature? Is it at the beach? Is it by the river? I would like you to go to that place now. And I want you to imagine your bare feet are on the ground, and that roots are extending from your feet down into earth, into Mother Gaia, deep down. So you're nice and grounded and centered into Mother Gaia. Always want to do nice anchoring and grounding whenever you are working with energy that will help it to keep you grounded down on this planet and stabilize you. And then I want you to pay attention to what's going on around you. I want you to turn on your senses. What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? How do you feel in this place that is exclusive and that is only yours? And just sit there for a moment in that place, allowing yourself to just exist there in this present moment. There's nowhere to be, there's nowhere to go. And now, I want you to imagine white golden light coming into your crown, the channel above your head, and it's clearing that channel so you can receive divine messages or any guidance from higher power on what it is that you set the intentions to receive. And I want you to imagine that golden white light going into your crown, the top of your head. And if it's more comfortable, you can move your hands wherever you like. Now, imagine
that white golden light going down into your third eye, between your eyebrows, to the back of your head, gently spinning as if it's a disc that is gently spinning in your third eye, in your head, and it's moving down into your sinuses, and that golden light moving down into your mouth, into your ears, and down into your neck. We're entering the throat chakra now. We're imagining that golden white light and that disc gently spinning. This disc is moving the energy through your body to move any blocks or stagnancies that may be inside of your electrical body, your energy centers. And it's moving down your throat, down your neck, gently into your upper shoulders, down into your heart chakra, your chest, and your upper back. That disc is gently spinning. It's going down into your arms. And now that golden white light is going down into your solar plexus chakra, which is your upper abdomen, your stomach area. The disc is gently spinning that golden white light throughout. And it's now entering your sacral chakra, your lower abdomen, gently spinning. The disc is gently spinning as it enters your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, down into your upper legs, now into your knees. The golden light is going to your calves, into your ankles, now into your feet. And I want you to imagine that golden white light exiting your feet through the roots that are coming out of your feet, going deep down into Mother Gaia. And then I want you to imagine that golden white light as you take a deep breath in, calling that white light back up to your crown. Take a deep breath in. And then imagine that white golden light spreading around your auric field, providing a protective light around you. We ask that this energy work that we did today through this meditation stays in this protective light and integrates into your system as you need it. Whatever you don't need, we ask to get back to the divine, back to higher power, to be transmuted into unconditional love and light. And then we take that golden white light back down to our feet, deep down into our roots. And we tell divine, higher power, God, universe, thank you for this beautiful meditation. Appreciate this energy exchange. Allow all of this to be for my highest and greatest good. Whatever it is that you want to say to close out this meditation, do that now. And I want you to start wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. Take a breath in. To exhale. And start wiggling your eyes open. Welcome back to the 3D reality. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you for this beautiful meditation session. Add this to your toolbox. This is one way that you can meditate. but I do encourage you to Google. If you literally type in meditation or different meditation techniques, it will pop up with many ideas. And to conclude this session, I pulled an oracle card. I love these cards. I created them, and they're just food for thought. And this is for quantum physics. I randomly pulled this. Quantum physics is a big part of all of energy healing. It's a big part of our existence. I encourage you to research this more. Understand the quantum field. Understand that we are light and sound energy. And it really will change your life and transform your life for the better. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Bridges to Alignment, Wellness Reimagined, on location here in beautiful Crescent Beach, Florida. Beautiful. I love you guys. Namaste. Take care of yourself.
Thanks for joining Britt Bridges on Bridges to Alignment. If this message spoke to you, be sure to like and subscribe for more conversations on energy healing, natural wellness, and living in alignment with your highest self. Bridges to Alignment is proudly part of the Everything Frederick Live podcast network and can be rewatched anytime on the Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep aligning with the life you were meant to live.
This episode is a proud production of the Everything Frederick Live podcast network. Your home for Frederick's best podcasts, streaming daily on YouTube.